Who's ready to die first?
I'll cut you in two.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Fellow Devil Hunters, I welcome you back to another Devil May Cry Peak of Combat video. And for today's video, we're going to be doing a Lunar style guide, which basically means low grade edits, but high effort. Oh man, so for this video we'll basically be going over my personal favorite team, the Fire lineup, along with its respective units, roles, their weapons and various tiers. We're also going to be going over their cards that go with them and the substats, the demon book that goes with them and its different levels of strength, and also showing a bit of what can be done with these units when they're all on the same team. Now, I'd like to say before we get into the Fire lineup, when it comes to early game, I would highly recommend the physical lineup, fam. Endless Judgment Virgil is the cornerstone for that team, paired up with Royal Guard Dante and Demon Hunter Dante, which is a lineup to absolutely fear, fam. But that's a whole other can of worms for another video. Onwards to the Fire lineup, fam. Oh. Alright, now, let's start things off with the cornerstone of this team, fam. He's an EX Knight of Order, that's a quarter demon. He's the Sons of Virgil and has a trash talk mouth just like his Uncle Dante. The one and only, fam, Devil Bringer in this game, or Devil Arm Nero. So, let's start things off obviously with his roles. He has two primary roles, which as you can see is fire, and the second one is damage, basically meaning he's a damage dealer. He also has like side roles down here as you can see, which is ignite and snatch, which go with his devil arm, which basically drags the enemy in from far range. And as you can see, ignite skills can fill burn gauge once it's full, causes the target to burn and lose HP every second. This can also trigger the QTE of fire hunters. These are basically his two primary roles. Now we're going to go over into his weapon. Now we're over and onward to his weapon. As you can see, his primary weapon would be the Silver Marquise, the Hell, which is for either if you get lucky or if you are a spender. As you can see, the Silver Marquise, as you gain more stars, it gains different abilities specifically catered towards Devilbringer Nero, increasing overall damage by 20%, decreasing the MP cost of Devilbringer's Devil Trigger by 20%, and then the next one is increasing explosive damage. As you can see, it goes up by level. And the final one would be Full Star. When Devilbringer's Trigger hits the target, gain 1 stack of Wild. Each stack increases fire damage by 24% for the next 8, and it can stack up to 2 times. Now, that is mainly for his primary weapon. As you can see, there are 4 tiers of weaponry. You have Hell, which is your top tier. You have Legendary, which is right beneath Hell. Then you have your Epic weaponry, which are these, the purple. That goes right beneath Legendary. And then you have your Basic weaponry, which goes beneath purple. Your main goal is always going to be to go for Hell weaponry, specifically because, as you can see the difference in comparison, the Moonlit Whisper has more stars than the Silver Marquise, but the Silver Marquise has more base stats and does way more damage and is specifically catered toward Devilbringer. As you can see, the Moonlit Whisper is more catered toward this other version of Nero, but if you don't have the Silver Marquise, you can always settle for a Legendary, an Epic, or simply put, a regular blue one, a Basic. So that's his weapon. Onward to his card set. Oh, wait a minute, I almost forgot, fam. If I didn't mention it, when you're combining stars, like combining a duplicate with these weapons, obviously some skills can be unlocked, but other skills will also level up, adding more percentage to whatever it may be doing. Now, onward to the cards, fam. The base cards for this man's. Now we're going to go into his card set. Now, when it comes to card sets, it's not a whale thing, I would say. You'd be able to get the legendary card sets as long as you're high enough level and you're doing your Slot of Slaughter. So anyone can get these, fam. But we're going to start off with the strongest ones, obviously, first, which is Plutone. This is a good card set specifically for the fire team, as you can see, because with the 2-card set, you increase fire damage by 16%. With the 4-card set, each attack increases overall damage by 2%. For the next 10 seconds, I can stack up to 15 times, which is absolutely lovely. And as you can see, each card comes with substats. When it comes to which substats you want, if I'm correct going by order, the green ones aren't really that important. Blue are definitely not that important. Purple would come in second place, and the orange substats are the main ones that you want. And as you can see with this fire team, MP regeneration bonus, overall damage, fire damage, and attack percent all go absolutely lovely with this team. Alternatively, I'll show another person on the fire team's card set right now. Now, alternatively, you can also use this epic card set, which is called Conundrum. In case you're still in the lower tier levels, this one increases fire damage by 10%, increases overall damage by 10% when you have 4 cards. The fire damage comes in by 2 cards. As you can see, you'd be looking for the stats that are either gold or purple to help your team out. Crit damage, fire damage increase. And this is your alternative set. If you don't have the legendary and you're still developing a set, by the time you get the set, this should be like level 20. But yeah, this is your epic card set. Onward to the next person in the team, fam. Now, fam, here we are. On to the next unit. The trash-talking devil hunter who has hands for any demon, fam. Fist of Salvation, Dante. And we're going to start off same way, fam. Obviously, his 2 roles. He's a fire damage dealer and he's a sustain. Basically meaning he's a damage book. Don't underestimate this damage because he also has his little side rolls. As I've told you, little come across with his ability. He's a hard hitter, basically meaning he can dish out powerful blow and break damage red shields at great efficiency. While also, he has Ignite. Skills can burn gauge, and once it's full, cause the target to burn and lose HP every second. This also can trigger in QTE for fire hunters, basically meaning he can switch into another hunter faster. As long as you build up his burn stacks, you'll immediately be able to QTE in another hunter. And obviously his trick up is to close the distance. You can move from short distance to close range a lot faster when you QTE in or when you're just tapping his dodge button. Pretty rapid pace, fam, but also lovely at destroying heavy shields, because there's 2 types of shield in game. You have small shreddable shields and then you have heavy shields. He's more for the heavy shields. Now, enough of the babbling about this man's role. Onward to his weapon. This is where we could show something a little bit of interest here. As you can see, Eye of Death is his primary weapon. I don't have to tell you about the starring up system and the abilities down there anymore, but they're specifically catered for him. That is why you want the Eye of Death. As you can see, they're specifically to increase his damage when he switches between his punching and kicking stances. Now, alternatively, you can always go down the line. You can equip Pacifist, the legendary weapon, which is a weapon that will go originally on Beowulf Virgil, but its abilities aren't specifically catered for that, because it's a legendary weapon. It's just overall supposed to help a fist, a unit using fist, put it that way, using like Beowulf gauntlets. Then you could go down the line to the epic weapon, or you can use the basic weapon, which is the Fearless Titan. Now, interestingly enough, there is another hell weapon, as you can see, but this hell weapon is specifically for Beowulf Fist Virgil. It's not for Fist of Salvation Dante. And as you can see in stat comparison, since Pacifist Hell is specified for a lower grade unit, specifically him, which is an A-class unit, because that's where his base is, the stats for the weapon that's primarily meant for him are lower compared to the weapon statistics for a base S character, which is Fist of Salvation, as you can see by stat comparison here. And there's one less buff, so very interesting. Now, onward to this man's card set before I sit here babbling about his weapons too much. Now, his card set, same exact thing as Nero. You want to go for Plutone and you want to aim for the like orangish, what is that, like orangish goldish? Fam, I might as well be colorblind sometimes with that, fam. But yeah, You gotta aim for that color and the purple ones, fam. You don't want the green and the blue like I did in this card set over in the far right. The substats are just bad. Hopefully I can do better when going for more card sets. Got some fire damage there. But this is the primary card set you want on him. Alternatively, it would be the same card set that I had showed you last for Nero. You would want the purple Condemnium, or what? You know what? You know what? I'm not even going to change Hunter. I'm just going to go show the card real fast, so we'll switch over to that. There you go, fam. Short, sweet, and simple. Conundrum. I said Condorium, fam. Same card alternatively for him, fam. Reason being is increasing fire damage. Now, onward to the next and final unit for the fire lineup, fam. And the final piece to the fire team, fam. The gorgeous woman herself with multicolored eyes. The female devil hunters with a fiery attitude, fam. It's Lady. Oh, man. Same thing as always, fam. Her unit role is fire. But as you can see, in her case, she plays support. She controls the battle, she empowers allies, and she weakens enemies. She's rapid paced, so she can apply rapid attacks and break down the smaller shields a lot faster than what I would say Fist of Salvation can do, because he's more meant for the heavy shields. And she also has penetration, which skills can increase the damage of targets take. So yeah, that's her roles, fam. Onward to her weapon. Now, her main primary weapon, sadly I wasn't able to get, so this is where we have to go to look at her, fam. Her main primary weapon is the Heartless One of Hell, which level 1 gains immediate 100 MP of explosiveness upon entering battle, which is lovely. And she increases overall damage, as you can see. Ranking up the abilities, but this is her primary weapon. This is what you want, fam. This is lovely. This is peak right here. Now show her alternatives now that I'm currently using myself, sadly. Over to that. Now, if you're in my case, you'd be using the epic version. If you don't have the hell version of a weapon, fam, or a legendary, I'm using the Scorpion Sting Pure at full star. And if you don't have that, alternatively, you could use the basic Scorpion Sting at 4-star. But yeah, this is the weapon set that I currently use for, and this is what I'm going to stand by until I can get a hell or a legendary weapon, the 4-star Scorpion Stinger, fam. Now, onward to the next card set, because as you can see, the only other thing you can apply for her alternatively would be the basic weapon, which has less buffs. But yeah, onward to a card set, fam. This is the card set I currently run for her. I'm using a mix of the one you should have, but also mixed with the one that's an alternative. So you get the concept here. You would want a full set of Nevin, or you would want a full set of the Conundrum. But the primary first place for you would be the legendary set over the epic set. But here we are. I'm doing a mixed set for this one because I want it to be a little bit different with ladies. But if I'm recommending something to you, it would be to just go straight Nevin. And if you don't have Nevin, obviously go Conundrum. And then you just work your way down the line to epic. Well, not epic because purple is epic. You work your way down the line to basic. And I believe in card set, there's blue below purple. And then there's green, which is the absolute lowest. But as I said, you would want the full set of Nevin. If not, you could do the full set of Conundrum. Oh, man. Well, that's it for the card set. But, alternatively, I would like to bring up that in the fire lineup, if you do not have Spark Igniter Lady, you can alternatively use another unit. And that alternative unit, I'm going to go over right now. Now, the alternative unit in the fire lineup, obviously, as you can see, is another damage dealer, fam. He's great at inflicting damage. It's another version of Nero. It's the Knight of Order version. The main reason this man, we're not even going to go over his weapon. We're not going to go over any fancy because he's an alternate. But you know what? Why not? We're going to go over his weapon, fam. This alternate unit's weapon would be Moonlit Whisper. And the advantage is there is a hell version of it. And he can also equip the Silver Marquise, but you want to keep that on Devilbringer Nero. As you can see, you have the epic, the legendary. There's also a hell version of his Moonlit Whisper, which you can obtain. which will further increase his abilities and his damage. His card set, I didn't apply a card set, but as you can see, his card set is going to be the same as his counterpart S version, which is Devilbringer Nero, which would be Plutone, and alternatively, as always, Conundrum, and you want to go for either purple stats or mainly the golden ones. Those are the better ones. And now we're going to go over the primary reason why he's a good alternative for the fire team. Now, he's not exactly a shield breaker like how Spark Igniter is, but if you can get this man, Knight of Order Nero, to S or double S, as you can see, activating Empowered Shot triggers Incineration, which increases your fire damage by 30%, and at double S, it increases it by 36% for 15 seconds. So this is the main reason why I see him as a good alternative to the fire team. In case you don't have Devilbringer Nero, maybe you only have Fist of Salvation, you could do Knight of Order Nero, you could do Fist of Salvation Dante, and you could do Spark Igniter Lady, which would be a lot more free to play friendly. Yeah, definitely a lot more free to play friendly. Now, onward to the final, well, not the final, the second to last part of our video. Onward to the Demon Book for this team, fam. Now, we're here at the Demon Book, fam. This is the Minotaur. As you can see, there are 3 gems you can embed on the Minotaur book for the fire team. And there's Disdain Resonance and Disaster Resonance. Currently, we are on Disdain Resonance. We are on level 3, which is basically your Epic Stones, which I will show like so. As you can see, these are the Epic Stones. They have different levels as they develop higher and higher. But the Epic Stones aren't really the ones you would want. You want to aim for the Legendary Stones, which, as you can see, is called Disaster Resonance. I have that applied on our first book, which is much higher level. These stones come in yellow. As you can see, they are max level, which is 5. And at Disaster Resonance... I got stuttered on me words. At Disaster Resonance level 5, you increase the damage against burning targets by 60%. The effect is unique. Increase the damage of Devilbringer's trigger by 400%. And it allows them to just go even more damage, fam. Absolutely lovely, which is obviously a lot better than the lower one, which at its maximum level, all it's giving you is 32% burning damage against burning targets, which not that really good compared to legendary. So when it comes to this book, fam, your main focus would be going for the legendary, and in doing so, you would have to combine legendary stones to get high up from 1, 2, 3, like for example, like so. We have Ruin of Disdain here, but we have 2 3s here. All we'd have to do is combine them, but sadly I'm low on Demon Blood to do so. But if we combine them, as you can see, it advances it from 3 to 4, which would increase our Ruin Resonance to level 4. So, that's the Demon Book, fam. Hope you like the little information on the Demon Book, and now we're onward to the final part. We're going to show some action of the fire team to show what they do, how they clap cheeks, and the whole 9 yards, fam. Over to that. Aru. Alright, fam. And I'm going to call it now. By no means am I godly with the fire team, fam, but I try my best. I try my absolute best. And as you can see what's going on here, in the top left corner, you can see little stacks appearing. Sometimes you'll see like a little frost snowflake, which basically is a debuff against us. Or you'll see our buffs, which are our brand stacks, which you'll see the fire circle spinning full. You'll also see the Devilbringer's arm fill up, basically meaning I can grab this man and do massive damage with the arm. As you can see, I can snag swing around. I could just completely cause wreck while enjoying myself with this team, fam. And when you're battling Cerberus, the whole concept of this man is you want to basically de-armor all 3 of his heads, so that way he can be stunned like so. And once he's stunned, as you can see, you just continually bring up the brand stacks. You break out as many buffs as you can. As you can see, you also get the Plutone, which is from your card set, increasing overall damage, if I'm right. Which is the little character over there with the little horns under the buff bar. You get the brand stacks. you just get a mess of things. While also keep in mind that debuffs are also added into that little bar. So there might be a few different debuffs, but basically the higher the brand stacks, the more fire damage you could do, along with continuous fire damage. You get to QTE in faster, switching between characters, getting ultimates quicker. The QTE is amazing, especially when they have head armor, when you switch into Spark Igniter Lady, because she just completely destroys the armor. But the main god here is the cornerstone of the team, fam. Devilbringer Nero just completely destroys, especially once he activates his Devil Trigger. But as you can see, me personally, I enjoy using my Fist of Salvation, especially with his ultimate, fam. The mans can take damage, and his ultimate is absolutely lovely. Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to drag you on through too much of the video, fam, because this is just like a little boss hunt fight. That's it for the guide, fam. I hope you guys enjoyed the information on the fire team. I hope to help you learn a little something new, you know. Show your boys some love, fam. Give me a like. Hit the sub button. Comment down below what you liked about the guide video. I don't often do guide videos, but when I do a guide video, I try to do my best to study as much as I can on the team, and I try to input as much information as I myself have paid attention to and learned. So, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, fam, thank you for checking things out. And I wish you the best of luck on January 10th when Devil May Cry Peak of Combat comes out, fam. Good luck hunting your devils, and I hope you kill them all. Oh, man, that's the end of the video. Luna is out.